It's weird. When you're the same height, they're gonna be like, "What happened?" Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWTF, North Fastest Game Show on MikeC.
I'm very well.
Hey, today we're reviewing the long-anticipated game Tekken 7.
Now, this is out on the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and on Steam. But before we start talking about it, as always, we like to give it our rating. Mike, what do you give Tekken 7?
Actually, I give Tekken a 3 out of 5, Fred.
I'm going to agree with you, man. 3 out of 5.
I'm surprised you agree with me, but well, let's say the reason why. Tekken, I've been really anticipating this game, but all the hype and everything, it doesn't live up to all the hype, man.
No.
It's a lot of issues with this game. I feel like, far as, let's talk about the story mode, okay? It's like the story mode was just pieced in there at the last minute. Because it was, far as the transition of, you guys doing the cinematics, then actually going into the game, which was cool or whatever. But far as the it just seems like how, the reporters that they're talking about, the stuff, how those pieces just seem like they were just placed in there. You know what I'm saying? Like it just wasn't a smooth transition in between. And far as some of the music with them actually telling the stories or whatever, it really didn't fit. I really didn't feel like I was really into it as far as when the reporters were talking the music and stuff. It just seemed like a lot of filler, man. I was really, I was like, wow. And I'll let you talk about the VR mode because we discussed that earlier. But it's a lot of stuff. I want them to use VR like it's supposed to be used. Right here, it just seemed like it's used as a gimmick. I'll let you touch on that more. Online, did you play any online?
I played a little bit online.
I didn't play no online, so I really can't talk about online. I'm just talking about basically the story mode and far as, the interview. I just really didn't like that. Granted, when the cinematics was happening, when you was actually fighting and everything, those were awesome. Yeah. I really did enjoy that. But other than that, as far as the rage arts and everything, which are real cool or whatever, it really didn't blow my mind away. I expected more out of this game, but I wanted it to be a lot more better. I wanted to give this a 5 out of 5. I hoped I could have given this 5 out of 5, but that's not a fair rating for this particular game. So, right?
Okay. Now, I'm not going to touch on the stuff that you said because I agree with everything that you were saying. What I can add is the online capability. I mean, it's online. You're battling other members. So, I mean, that's good in a sense. The VR mode is a gimmick. It was not anything that was like mind-blowing. Earlier when the PlayStation the VR was announced, they were talking about Tekken VR. Right. And they pulled back away from it. You didn't hear so much about the VR mode on Tekken. And you can see why. It's lackluster. You're just a spectator and you're watching them fight. You have one stage and that's it. Then you have this viewer or this profile part of it where you just see, you dress your character up and then you just see the animation of the character. And that's about it. And honestly, when I played this game, when it first came on, I said Dreamcast. Because the characters, they remind me of like, what is it, Soul Calibur Dreamcast, how they was big and bulky. I don't think that the animation was like next gen. And I know y'all like, well, why is he saying that? I mean, to me, it just felt like me playing a real pretty Dreamcast fighting game.
Like PlayStation, what's that, HD?
Yeah.
That's what it seemed like. Yeah, I didn't touch on the graphics too much because I was up to touch on the other aspects. But yeah, as far as the graphics, it really didn't seem far as, what you saw at E3 and all that other stuff, man. Not. It seemed a lot more clear. Maybe they just did it for the PlayStation Pro. Maybe that could enhance some stuff, but I really don't see it improving too much more as far as what we see right here. I'm like, this felt like a PlayStation 3, I hate to say it, PlayStation 3 game, man. It didn't really feel like this PlayStation 4 game, like as far as the harness, all the stuff. Granted, there's a lot of stuff and, a lot of, as far as costumes and stuff, you want to get into that. And, you could play, they got a tournament mode as well, too, but it just seemed like, I don't know if it was rushed, because they had plenty of time to do this game. It wasn't rushed. It wasn't rushed. I just think it was too big of a job for them to tackle, and they really didn't really think about it. They just got it out there so people could just play it. I don't know if Waiting would have done anything else. I think they was just satisfied with this product they was delivering. I really don't know. I really wanted this. Man, I want this game to be good.
I think they were just trying to live off the name Tekken.
Yeah.
So, although there's massive of Tekken fans out there, and I think just the name Tekken, they was just relying on that as just to bring people in.
Right.
But for me, honestly, it was like, looking at a game back in the future because it just resembled Dreamcast to me. And Dreamcast, I'm not saying anything about Dreamcast because Dreamcast graphics at that point in time were some awesome graphics. Now, I'm not saying that Tekken looks bad. It just does not look next gen to me. Right. It doesn't look like, okay, this is now we have reached PlayStation 4 status. Right. Even though they're using the Unreal Engine.
Unreal 4, yeah.
Now, to me, I'm like, okay, where is the hype of this game? Why? You know what I mean?
Yeah. God damn it. I want this game. But don't get me wrong. It does have a real good learning curve. It is difficult as far as going through the story mode. You're not just going to be button mashing. That doesn't work. You got to use strategy. You got to use combos. You got to think. And I found that out the hard way. I'm like, God damn, this dude. I died like 5 or 6 times on one dude. Like, God damn, keep on getting me. God damn. But I like the addition to Akuma. And you have some other characters too. That guy from Soul Calibur, I forgot his name, but one of the first dudes to fight, looking like he was wearing white and everything up in the low palace or whatever. But he's from Soul Calibur. So you got a lot of characters from different games and everything. I did like the introduction to Akuma. His storyline up in the game did seem like it fit. You know what I'm saying? It didn't seem like, they threw somebody up in the game and said, there you go. There goes a character with no background, no story. I did like that as far as that story aspect of the game. So, man, 3, man. It's a 3.
I guess it's time for final verdict, Mike.
Final verdict, Fred.
Mike, Tekken 7. Is it a buy, pass, or is it a rent?
I'm buying it, man. I still bought it. I'm not mad that I bought it, but I wish it was so much better.
Even though I said I gave it a low rate, and I'm gonna agree, buy this game, man. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good fighting game if you want to add that towards your collection. And maybe down the line, maybe the VR mode will improve, and maybe some of the other mechanics that people are talking about will improve as well. But just as a fighting game, it's a pretty good game.
Yeah, it's a pretty good fighting game. Yep. All right, so I guess that's it.
That's it.
Tekken was so much better. But like always, you guys can hit us up at thagamersshow@gmail.com. That's thagamersshow with an A. Yeah, that is it. Don't forget to hit on the Facebook store page where you find lower price products. Don't forget to hit us up on vTime. Don't forget to subscribe, become a Gamers Club member. And don't forget about our 500th episode coming up where you can get all these wonderful games we talk about for a low price of $10. That's for your ticket. So we're going to have one lucky person getting all this good stuff. And depending on how many entries we get, it's going to be some extra stuff. Right?
Yes.
All right, so that's it.
And Tekken 7 is part of one of the games that we're giving away.
There you go. There you go.
And please remember to like, subscribe, and follow all our social media networks. Join our SteamWest community and our website community where you can get some free stuff. And we will see you next time on WWTF.
You want the facts?
The Gaming Show.
See you next time for watching. Thanks for tuning in.